Annyeong, it's Mikey here, and today I'm coming to you with a different video than what I normally do. And that's because right now in America and in Canada and any country that has Amazon, it's another Prime Day sale. So it's from October 7th to October 10th, and of course we're going to have to see what things I would suggest you grab as a brand new person to the hobby of keyboards or someone who's just looking to grab some new switches but wants to save some money. Now, there's a lot of different sales, so we're gonna have to go through them. Some of them I'm actually gonna have like full on sound tests. Some of them are gonna be from my shorts, which I did sound test before but never made like a full video. So we're gonna have to see which ones I would suggest to you. My top maybe like 10 different picks that would help you in this current sale to save some money but also make some different upgrades to your own keyboard. Of course, if you guys didn't know, I did create a new channel called Mikey Techs, and there I actually have a new video up. It's called it's actually the review for the AirPods Pro 3. And of course, I would really appreciate it if you guys go check out that channel, subscribe, and check out that video. And of course, make sure to like and subscribe. And let's go right into this one. So as you guys know, there's actually a big sale happening right now on Amazon. It's the Big Deal Day, and it's actually from October 7th to October 10th. Now, why am I making this video? Well, it's specifically because I saw certain deals that I thought maybe it would help certain newbies or beginners who want to change their switches, or even people that are in the hobby that are looking to get a decent deal. Now, I'm not going to be going over a bunch of different other technology or electronics in this video. It's literally going to be very specific to keyboard enthusiasts or those that are looking to go into the hobby and would like to save some money. So as you can see right now, I don't actually have the Prime on available in the US website, so I'm actually focusing on the Canadian website right now just to show you guys about the big deal day from Prime. So as you can see, we're searching up switches, and we're going to be searching up with mechanical switches and even taking a look at some keyboards to give you guys some better deals. The first one we're going to start with is the Monsgeek Fog Switch. So this is a thocky switch. It's a little bit on the heavier side. So as you can see, it is on a decent deal right now for 20% off. You get 45 switches with this price, by the way. So it's 45 switches per package, which means for like $33, then of course plus tax, so you're looking at like $36, $37 for over 100 switches, which is a very good deal. And even in Canada, you're getting a very good deal for $15.60 for 45 switches. This is going to be on the little bit on the deeper side of sound profiles, and you're going to get a very heavier switch. So if you aren't like one that likes light switches, then this could definitely be one you could look at. Of course, the lighting is going to be affected slightly due to the color of the switch, but overall this does provide a very nice thocky sound, and I personally like using this switch. I think it does provide a very nice thock, especially if you're looking for a deeper thock profile and wanting to save some money. You can definitely take a look at the green fog switches right now. And of course, let me give you guys a little bit of a sound test, and I'll also link you the video. The next on the list is going to be the ACO Bittersweet. Now this is a switch that came out this year, more recent, and this is a tactile switch from ACO, which is actually very similar to the ACO Rosewood. So if you remember my Rosewood video, it was very specifically a creamy sounding switch, and this is a creamy sounding tactile switch. So if you were looking to have a specific tactile feel for when you're typing, it's going to give you a little bit of that bump. You can get a decent deal with the Bittersweet on Amazon, where it's going to be $11.99, so 20% off. So again, about $37 after taxes for over 100 switches to build a keyboard. And even in Canada, you can get a decent deal with it as well. So let me give you guys like the sound test that I made with the Bittersweet, and of course give you guys on the top right a link to the video that I made for it. Next on the list is for those that are clacky lovers. So if you are a clacky lover, this switch is going to be one that you should take a look at, especially if you want to try a HMX tactile switch. So this is a collaboration from ACO and HMX where they're doing a clacky switch, and it's a tactile switch. So this is the ACO Cilantro. I actually thought that they made a decent work with this one, and that this switch is actually really nice. It's a very light tactile feel, so it's quite smooth. You're not getting like a heavy bump with it, and it's quite almost like a linear switch if you're typing very quickly, which you get a slight scratch to it when you're typing. But overall, in Canada, it's a little bit pricier, but in America, you can see that there was a decent deal. So if you wanted to try a HMX switch and want to save some money and, build a keyboard out of it, this is definitely something you can take a look at. Just keep in mind though, for ACO switches, they're a little bit on the smaller side, so you're definitely going to have a bit of a gap in terms of your plate, and they can move either easily. But let me give you a sound test and a link to the video for this switch. Now, next on the list is a light talkie switch. So it's going to be a little bit on the lighter side when you're typing. And this is a very decent, cheaper talkie switch. So this is the Acco Botany switch. And this is something I found to be a quite thocky-ish switch, not like super deep thock, but not towards the clacky side. And depending, of course, how your build is, it will sound different. This one's on a bigger sale, so this is at $10.49 or 30% off, which is very nice. And it is very light to type on, so if you're looking for something very, very light that's nice for gaming, you can definitely take a look at the Acco Botany switches. For some reason in Canada, I couldn't find these, but in America, you still have the chance to grab these. And of course, again, I'm going to give you guys a sound test. And at the top right, you'll see a link to be able to see the full video of this review. Now, for those that are again clacky lovers, this is going to be a linear clacky switch, again, an Acco collaboration with HMX. And just keep in mind, these switches are going to be a little bit loose in terms of the plate, but they're on a very decent sale as well. So as you can see, it's going to be 25% off. And again, this is 45 switches per package, which is really nice. So for those that want to try like a clacky HMX switch, but didn't want to actually spend a ton of money, this is going to be a nice entry to that, where you can try out the Acco Stellar Rose. Unfortunately, the mirrors weren't on sale like this one, but the Stellar Rose is a slightly deeper clack than the the mirror is. And I personally do prefer the Stellar Rose over the mirror switch, but for those that want to get a slight feel of a clack switch, you can definitely take a look at these ones. I think they're very nice to try as well. And of course, I'm going to link it for you guys to check out the full video and hear the sound test. Now going into a Thoki Tactile. This is also a budget switch from Epomaker. It's the Budgeriger. Sorry, I cannot pronounce it, but you can actually try these ones, which is a little bit more of a heavier tactile feel. So you do get a nice tactile bump with these. They're box stems, so you don't get as much stem wobble. And these switches are a Thoki switch, so you get a deeper sound profile from them. And of course, I think that for the price, they're very well done. And in Canada specifically, so if you are from Canada, it's on a bigger sale and you get a really good deal for these switches. I also bought them before and I actually did enjoy them. So if you do enjoy a heavy tactile, you should definitely go take a look at these ones. Unfortunately, I didn't have like a full video on them, but I did have a short, so forgive me for the quality of the video, but let's hear it. Now going into some keyboards, certain things that I noticed. Unfortunately, I didn't think that there was many keyboards that were on a good sale, unless you're looking for very specific gaming keyboards for mechanicals like Logitech and stuff. The Lo-Free Lite is on sale and it's closer to the original Kickstarter pricing. So if you were looking for something that's very portable, very light, thin, like I'm talking about very, very thin, because this is incredibly thin, you could take this, a look at this one and even purchase it yourself. I think this board was okay. It is cheap feeling, honestly. It's a full plastic board. I do like the switches in it. The switches do feel really nice and very nice to type on. It makes a really nice like creamy sound as well. I think in general, Lo-Free are pretty good and portable, but the Lite does feel a little bit on the cheaper side, which of course you can check out the full video and I'll link it for you guys. Now another mechanical keyboard I found on sale that seemed pretty decent, though I'm gonna be honest, I've seen like many Yunzi boards go on a bigger sale before. This is the AL80, so if you're looking for an aluminum 75% keyboard with a screen and a knob, this is something you could definitely take a look at. I would personally suggest getting the Gateron Zero switch. I think you're gonna enjoy it a lot more than the Yunzi switches, and this one's a decent deal, though not a big deal, honestly. Like I don't think it's a big discount, but it's still under 100. So if you're looking to buy something that's under 100, this is not bad. Let me give you guys a link, of course, to check out the review I did and give you a sound test on this one. Overall, I didn't see many discounts for keyboards, like enough to be like, oh my goodness, this is such a great deal. I think there was like the F108 Pro that was on sale from Ola, and even the Newfie Halo series is on sale. It's actually on a decent sale, surprisingly, especially when you consider that the like Newfie Air 75 V3 just recently came out, the 75 V2 came out more recently. Like the whole Halo V2 series came out more recently. They're pretty light and very decent. I think they make a nice talkie sound, and you don't really have to modify them, and they're very, very portable. But it's not a crazy discount, though. Newfies don't go on a large discounts that often. I know that their Hall Effect board is also on sale, so that's something you could possibly take a look at if you're looking for like a thin Hall Effect board, specifically low profile. I think the Air 75 V3 is on a bigger sale, and it was quite shocking because it's quite new and it released just like this month. So very surprising for that. Overall, if you do want to ask more questions about like keyboard suggestions and things that are on sale, you can always reach out in our Discord. I think joining our Discord is going to be a very, very good choice. You're going to be able to come in, ask many questions, and the people in there are very nice. We'd love to ask and help people like with whatever they're looking for, and hopefully give the best suggestions. You can even come in and ask about switches, because there's gonna be a lot of different switches on sale. Right? I just was pointing out certain ones that I think are more worth grabbing and a decent deal, specifically more affordable and very budget, that I personally have tried and thought that they were good switches. You can always come and ask about other switches that you saw, and you can see like our Discord is quite active, and there's over 30 members, which I'm very grateful you guys joined. Thank you so much. I'll link the Discord in the description for you guys so you can come join us and really come together as a community, because it'd be great to build a nice, clean community in this hobby. Now, I hope this video helped you guys to see and grab certain deals so you can save some money and get some good switches or even a keyboard. Now, of course, I didn't give many keyboard options because I didn't think they were that big of sales or really worth it. So just the few that I provided are the ones that I think if you really want to grab them, go grab them. But if not, just wait on and see other boards that you possibly want to get. And if you have any questions, of course, leave comments below or come join my Discord. In my Discord channel, there is a section where you can ask questions, and there's so many people here that can actually answer them and help you out. So join up and really join the community. And of course, go check out my other channel. I'll have the video, of course, here for you guys at the end to go check out for yourself from my other channel and some other video from this channel. Of course, I'll catch you guys next time, and please make sure to like and subscribe.